Hello everyone and welcome back to the Tharies YT channel, the channel where I get to discuss, well, pretty much anything I want. And in today's video, I want to do my official reaction to the Superman trailer. Now, if you don't know me, I'm a big superhero fan. Shocking, most people are these days. But up until kind of like the Avengers, the first Avengers film, I was always more of a fan of like the DC lineup of heroes than I was the Marvel ones. And it always kind of frustrated me seeing DC kind of struggle from project to project while Marvel thrived. And I've been looking forward to this new Superman movie for a very long time. I like James Gunn a lot, I like Guardians of the Galaxy a lot. Obviously, I know a lot of people like the Snyder films. They're not really for me. We can have that conversation. But nonetheless, I've been very excited for this film. So I'm just going to watch the trailer, give my thoughts. I don't know how many views this will get, probably not a lot, but let's just do it anyway. It's a bit of fun. Oh wow. Pretty bruised up. Suit looks great. I love that they've gone for like the classic Daily look. Nice. I love what they've done with Clark's hair.
Home. Take me home.
It's so good. Oh, there he is.
Superman.
Whoa, okay. Interesting. I enjoyed that. That was good. That was longer than I was expecting for a teaser trailer. 2 minutes, 20 seconds. Let me go through it a little bit. So, opens with him crashing in obviously probably like the Antarctic, wherever wherever the Fortress of Solitude is built. I can't remember off the top of my head, but the snowy area that's always in Superman stuff. Someone's really going to be annoyed at me for not knowing exactly what part of the globe it normally is, but I assume he crash lands. Maybe this is why he builds the fortress for the first time. Maybe he gets his, arse handed to him by another villain, and he's like, right, okay, Krypto, let's go and build a new home. Then we see Clark sort of going through the busy streets here. One thing I will say is I saw a lot of people complaining about the kind of color grade on the initial teaser. I think in the full teaser, it makes a lot more sense. It is very bright, and it is very, saturated, but I think for Superman, who is, meant to be a bright, fun character, I'm okay with that. But it's interesting. It's taking itself perhaps a little bit more seriously than I was expecting. I was expecting there to be more jokes in this trailer, frankly. Obviously, I know that James Gunn said that this is one of his less jokey films compared to the Guardians of the Galaxy one, but even still, I'm quite surprised by how light on humor this this trailer is. It's quite dark. You've got Superman here spitting blood. Lois here. Very excited to see a new portrayal of Lois. I really enjoyed Superman and Lois, actually. I've never got to talk about that before. That's been one of my favourite shows. I have to say this is probably one of my most anticipated films of the year. So I'm very much looking forward to this as well. Yeah, seeing a new dynamic of them is very interesting. I love the way the Daily Planet looks. It's really cool. It's like got modern technology, but it also looks like they've kind of fused it with like an Art Deco kind of 1950s kind of aesthetic. So I really like that as kind of a combination. I think that really works. For the director of Guardians of the Galaxy, and then you've got, obviously, I'm assuming this is the Kent farm here, and it's him sort of looking for guidance from his dad. I'm assuming one of the Kents is probably maybe going to have passed in this film. That seems to be a common thing. Maybe he won't do that. Maybe James Gunn will have both of the Kents be alive, because it's not as essential, I don't think, for Superman's origin story for the Kents to be dead in the same way it is for, like, I don't know, like Batman's parents to be dead, right? Although, given that this is like a brand new, origin, they probably will have like one of them pass away. Given how like, this could very easily be like a flashback type of thing. And then we have him whistling for Krypto the Super Dog, which I'm very excited to see adapted. It's nice to see some of the more kind of fun aspects of the Superman character be adapted that aren't just like, all the super dark stuff. It's nice to see something like Krypto make it to the big screen, and he looks adorable as well, so that's a plus. And I can imagine there being a lot of parents and families and stuff that really end up liking Krypto the Super Dog. And then I think this is where the trailer really picks up for me. You've got him like shielding this kid from some sort of explosion. Like, this to me is what Superman's all about. And then we finally get a first look at Nicholas Hoult as Lex. Now, Nicholas Hoult I really like in The Great, which is it's kind of like a parody show based on the historical figure Catherine the Great. He plays the Emperor in that, Emperor Peter, and he's very good. So I have full faith in Nicholas Hoult as Lex. I really like the design of LuthorCorp here. Very, very comic booky, but also, feels very kind of Elon Musk-esque. It's very like SpaceX type vibes, which is probably, the closest comparison you could make to a real life Lex Luthor, other than maybe like Jeff Bezos. You've got him wielding a gun here. Looks like Superman's been trapped in some sort of cage here, and also you've got like a bunch of people on the other side. I wonder what's going on here. I really like the suit. I really like this scene as well, like a kid who's like really struggling. It looks like they're running away from something, and he plants a flag in the ground with the Superman logo on it to kind of get Superman's attention. Really good stuff. This is interesting. So it seems like I wasn't really expecting this. A lot of the public don't actually seem to like Superman at the moment, which I think is a very interesting thing. Obviously, that's the case in Batman vs. Superman as well. There's kind of a lot of fear over like an alien, which I'm wondering if that's the angle they're taking this from, or whether it's just they don't like him for something they think he's done. I'm not too sure. But it's interesting to see that, it's not necessarily going to be plain sailing for him yet. I guess this is early days. So this is before, like, the public respect what he does, really. I'm assuming... Oh, wait, this is a lantern. Oh, I thought initially this was kryptonite. No, this is a lantern ring. Okay, because you can see the little insignia there. So I'm assuming this will tie into that lantern show that they're doing. Very cool. Okay. And then this looks fantastic. Let me get the right shot. Where is it? This monster shot here looks incredible. Like, genuinely looks absolutely fantastic. Very much sort of in the mold of things like the Suicide Squad. Really like the visual of this. This feels very, like, Golden Age comic inspired. Obviously, you've got Hawkgirl here as well. Nice to see some, like I said, some stuff from, like, the DC stuff that doesn't get as adapted as often. It's not just, like, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, that's it. There is more to DC than that, so it's nice to see that reflected in this film. And then, you've got this shot of Clark talking to Lois. Meanwhile, there's some kind of, like, huge spatial event going on outside. I'm wondering if, like, given that we've got, like, these sort of spacey, monstery type things, how Lex factors into that, because, obviously, he's a tech tycoon, but I highly doubt he's, like, spacefaring yet. So I'm wondering how that all ties together, like whether he is, I don't know, like calling out to space to try and stop Superman or what. Got a scene of Clark and Lois really like getting with each other there. So you got the Fortress of Solitude here, or what I assume is the Fortress of Solitude, and he is mourning over a robot of some kind. Now, I don't think that's a comic thing. I could be wrong. I'm wondering who that could be. Leave your thoughts down in the comments below, but very cool to see the Fortress of Solitude here. Got another alien-type figure here as well. And then a shot of Nicholas Hoult as Lex to immediately kind of contrast that. A falling building, very interesting. Really like this shot of him and Lois. I love the suit. I do. I think it's really good. The only issue I have is the lines. That's the only real issue I have with this, is kind of like the lines. But other than that, you know, I really, really like the suit a lot. I love that they've put the trunks on it. I love that, you know, it's got the crest on the back of the cape. I really like it. I like that they've gone for the kind of New 52 logo, the Alex Ross, I think it is, type logo. That's really cool. Yeah, I'm really here for this. I think it looks really good. Again, I think a lot of the complaints about color grading, I don't think they'll be as pronounced for this trailer, personally. I'll be interested to see what people are saying, actually. Let's have a look. A lot of people saying that DC might be back. I really hope they are. I really hope they are back. I think it's good for the industry if, like, DC are making good stuff and kind of can compete against Marvel. Because I do think Marvel have become a little bit complacent as kind of like the dominant force in, like, the superhero movie genre. It sort of feels like they think they can put anything out, and as long as it's got the Marvel logo on it, they're golden, basically. So, you know, I think it would be good to have, like, a DC that, you know, is fighting and is, like, making bank at the box office. So I hope that does happen. Yeah, and you got closer looks here at Hawkgirl, Green Lantern, Metamorpho, and Mr. Terrific in Superman. I'll be honest, I'm not, like, hugely knowledgeable about Metamorpho and Mr. Terrific particularly. So, but I'm excited to see them adapted. Again, like I was saying before, nice to see some more obscure things adapted. Nice to see a Green Lantern that I assume isn't Hal Jordan. That's nice to see. Overall, I'm pretty excited for this. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. If you did enjoy this, be sure to give it a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you later.